Good morning. Let's see, what day is it today? Happy Tuesday. So you're going to need a new piece of notebook paper today in your notebook. So find a fresh, clean paper. You're going to set up your lines, your 3 horizontal lines. Remember to skip 2 lines. So 1, skip 2 lines, 2, skip 2 more, 3, and your vertical line. So go ahead and get that set up. And today we're going to be starting section 1-3 in your textbook. And it's a very dense, challenging section, I would say. So I broke it up into 2 days. So today is going to be day 1 or part 1 of section 1-3, focusing on midpoint and mid segments. All right, so make sure to put the date and the title in the top. 9/22/20, 1-3 part 1 midpoint. That's an I, midpoint. Okay, you're going to write EQ. If you want to write out essential question, you can. If you want to abbreviate with EQ and highlight, that's fine. Then you're going to copy the question. How do you find the midpoint of a line segment? How do you find the midpoint? We are on learning target 1C. Again, you can abbreviate if you want to put LT1C. I can use the midpoint formula to calculate the midpoint of a line segment. So please make sure that you're copying the date, the section or topic, your essential question, and your learning target. All right, remember every day of notes is 10 points. Those are easy points, so please make sure that you are doing this. All right, then we have our vocabulary. We have 3 vocab words today. So our first one is midpoint. So what is midpoint? It's basically halfway. The middle point, halfway. So I kind of drew you a couple of pictures. I drew you a line segment right here and just showed you that M is the midpoint and right here, and M is halfway. So right here is 3 units and 3 units. And then those little red tick marks, by the way, those red tick marks, those mean congruent. So that would mean that the left-hand side is congruent or equal to the right-hand side. I happen to make them both 3, but they could be 4, 4, 5, 5, but they should be congruent. In this picture, you can tell that point N is the midpoint because it has the congruent symbols. So we don't know the length of the line segment, but we know that N is the midpoint. Okay, so that's the midpoint. Your second vocabulary word is segment bisector. And I added a little question here for your Cornell notes. What is a segment bisector? Because I think that's a word that frequently people on quizzes and tests ask me, what is a segment bisector? So kind of what it sounds like, segment is a line with 2 endpoints. Bisector, think about your word parts. The prefix bi, bi means 2. A bicycle, okay, has 2 wheels. So line L, here I kind of gave you a definition. Line L is a segment bisector because it cuts line segment AT in half. So in your picture here, the green line, line L, is a segment bisector because it cuts your line segment. It cuts AT in half. How do we know that? It has the congruent marks. All right, and our third and final vocabulary word, it's more of a formula. All right, midpoint formula. So please make sure you're copying this down fully, carefully. It says x1 plus x2 divided by 2, that's the x coordinate, comma, y1 plus y2 divided by 2. So that is your formula for midpoint. You do need to memorize the midpoint formula. On the test, I will give you the distance formula, but I will not give you the midpoint formula. But I think it's kind of logical and common sense. If you look at the picture here, your line segment, you have an endpoint at 2, 3, and you have an endpoint at 8, 3. So what is the midpoint? 5, 3. We added 2 plus 8 to get 10, divided by 2 to get 5. It's basically the average, okay? It's like finding an average. You add and you divide by the number of items. And we'll go through this formula more in the examples. So if you didn't follow me 100% yet, that's okay. If you did, that's also great. All right, let's move on to the examples. So if your hand is getting tired and you want to abbreviate, you can write EX and highlight. Make sure you're highlighting examples. Then you're going to copy the problem and the picture. Okay, in this skateboard design, it's not a Band-Aid, it's a skateboard. VW, line segment VW bisects, that's one of our vocab words, bisects, cuts in half, XY at point T. XT is 39.9, find XY. So let's think about what we know. We know VW bisects XY. So VW, let's make that green. Here's my bisector. And here is the length of the skateboard, and these are congruent. We know that XT, so XT is this side, is 39.9 centimeters. Our goal is to find XY, the whole length of the skateboard. So since I know that VW is the bisector, I know that my skateboard has two congruent halves, so this half is also 39.9. So to find the total length of XY, I simply add or multiply by 2, 39.9 plus 39.9. Okay, and you should be getting, you can use a calculator if you want to for this, you should be getting 79.8 centimeters. Okay, so starting out kind of basic, the problems will get more complicated slowly. Example 2 I wanted to include because it has some nice fractions, and it's always good to review working with fractions. I know fractions aren't my favorite, but they're okay. I can handle them. All right, identify the segment bisector of PQ. So what is a segment bisector? Then find the length of PQ. And there's kind of an A and a B, if you will. So draw your pictures, pause the video if you need to. So for part A, I'm going to start with part A over here. First, I'm going to find the segment bisector of PQ. So the segment bisector is this right here. I'm going to call that line N. Make sure you're using your symbols with 2 arrows, line N. Okay, is the segment bisector. Then, just like example 1 with the surfboard, I'm getting that PM is 1 7/8. So this side, MQ is also 1 7/8. So I need to add. So I need to add 1 7/8 plus 1 7/8. If I add my whole numbers, I get 2. If I add my fractions, 7 and 7 is 14. I get 14/8. That's an improper fraction. So I'm going to go ahead and change that to 3. Okay. And then 14 minus 8 is 6. So 3 and 6/8. If I reduce that, if I reduce the 6/8, I get 3 3/4 if I divide by 2. Okay. So I kind of have 2 parts to my answer. All right, next one, pause the video and try and see if you can get part B right. I'll share the answer, but see if you can get it. So for the segment bisector, it's actually just point M right here. There isn't a line. Remember, the symbol for a point is just a capital letter. Then again, I have 2 2/7, 2 2/7, and this is a little bit easier fraction to add because I don't end up getting more than 1. So 2 and 2 give me 4. If you're adding your fraction, remember you keep the same denominator. So I get 4 4/7. So hopefully you did okay on that one. All right, now let's add in some algebra. Point M is the midpoint of line segment VW. Find the length of VM. So M is my midpoint. I have 2 congruent halves. I don't have actual numbers. I have algebraic expressions. So we kind of worked on this in 1, 2. You need to set these. Hopefully you're thinking, set them equal. 4x minus 1 equals 3x plus 3. I'd love it if you paused the video and solved for x and see what you get. See if you can get x. Lots of right ways to solve this. I'm going to go ahead and minus 3x minus 3x. 4 minus 3 is 1. I'm going to go ahead and add 1, add 1. 1x equals 4. So x is 4. You might have done this differently, but you should still be getting 4 for x. All right, the question says find the length of VM. So VM is just right here. VM is 4x minus 1. You need to substitute your answer. Substitute 4 in for x. So 4 times 4 is 16. Minus 1 is 15. So that is actually my final answer, 15. And x was 4. That's how I got that. Okay.